Good evening, everyone. Nice to see a big crowd here so early. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late, but we've got a beautiful evening, around 20 degrees Celsius in the low 70s, almost no wind, mostly clear. There's just a few clouds in the sky, and there's a few moths at the sheet, and I'm sure there'll be lots more come in over the next hour. Hi Ginger, nice to see you. Hi Alyssa, thanks for being here. Mary, good evening to you, Mary. Great to see you. JB and Chloe, welcome. Nice to see you. Hi Kim. Hope you're feeling better. I think I saw Dan back here, Dan number 2. DNT. Christiana. Oh, hi Christiana. Nice to see you. I don't know if you're going to be getting ready for bed or if you're just getting out of bed. 5 o'clock in the morning. Probably you're just getting up. Kim, you're feeling much better. That's great. Well, Dan's Dan number 2 because he came into the picture, I think, after Dan number 1, which is Dan number 1 is Iguana Dan in Descanso, California. That has an amazing live stream from the foothills near San Diego, Thursday to Sunday, from 7 till 10 Pacific time. I'm sure you all know that, and I'm sure you're all subscribed. Alyssa says I sound a little muffled. I don't know if maybe I have my hand over the microphone. Muffled and low volume. Are you able to make out what I'm saying? Funny, I'm holding my hands at the usual places, but that's better. Chloe says that's much better. No, I don't think I have a cold. I shouldn't be muffled. I mean, I have some allergies, but okay. Well, let's move in. I'll turn on the light. Find the right setting. There's Dan number 2. Okay, let's see who's here. Get the big old fish fly here right away. This This is the same moth we started off with last night, the same species, Modus furcula. Sitting in about the same place. You have to wonder if it isn't the same individual. Down here we have chocolate prominent on the top there, and Virginia tenuted moth. Modest furcula. So chocolate prominent in the center. Virginia tenuted moth down here. Hi Ryan, welcome. Good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Here's our firefly that we've seen quite a few times now in the genus Photinus. Fireflies are a family of beetles, of course. There's a nice big caddisfly. And this here is called the clover looper. I think we have seen that one before, but maybe only once. Clover looper. This is a dagger. I think it is American dagger. Don't remember it, Alyssa? Well, you have a better memory than I do, so maybe it's a new one for us. Moth. Becoming very common. Another one here. And another one there. I'm just looking around to see what we'll look at next. There's a very large moth here. Here's a green marble. We saw quite a few of last night. Green marble. And this one I think this one I'm gonna say I think it's stormy arches. Stormy arches. Not sure. I don't think we've seen it before. Maybe we saw it last night and I wasn't sure what it was. I was thinking it was a dagger, but I think this is stormy arches. Alyssa, if you have a chance to take a peek online and see if that could be a match, I'd appreciate it. I'll go back to it in a minute. I want to see what this little guy is here. Don't know, some kind of a micro moth. Here's a brother moth. And what do we have here? Two elegant grass veneers. And a pug moth of some kind, I think. No, I don't see any green on this one, so it's probably not the green pug. This, I think, is just a washed out form of the large lace border. What's it called? Large lace border moth. And not sure what this one is. Maybe it's some species of Donicola. D-O-N-A-C-A-U-L-A, Donicola. I've never seen one that had such pale veins in the wings like this. Black zigzag. Black dotted glyph. This one's very worn, missing a lot of scales. Oh, before we go any further, let's take a look here. Laurel sphinx moth. Nice, really nice looking fresh one. Laurel sphinx. Here's a confused haploa, which we saw for a few seconds last night or on a previous night. I'm hoping it doesn't fly away. It's pretty neat looking moth. Confused haploa, H-A-P-L-O-A. And see if I have my card to make that, to improve on the exposure a bit. Now the sound is nice and clear. So this is confused haploa. It's a little darker than, it's a bit overexposed here because of all the dark shingles that it's on. A little darker brown, but the same amazing pattern. And these are in the tiger moth family, so they're actually a species of tiger moth. Sorry, hopefully we'll get one on the white sheet. This is a sexton beetle. I think they're in the genus Nigrophorus, this one as well. It's like the ones that we see that have orange spots on the elytra and mites on the thorax. This one doesn't have any mites. This one doesn't have the orange spots. This species usually has a little bit of yellow at the tip of the elytra. I don't see any. And I don't know the common name for that one, but it's Nigrophorus surinamensis, like the country Suriname, with ensis added to it. This is a new one for us here. This is called the catecholine dart. Catecholine, C-A-T-O-C-O-L-I-N-E. Catecholine dart. That's it, Alyssa? Flame-shouldered dart. This is some kind of a dagger, Acronecta. A different view of our laurel sphinx moth. Alright, we'll move back over to the left side of the sheet again. See if anybody new has come in. There's probably a pale marked angle moth. Fish fly. Is the gray spruce looper. Gray spruce looper. Ichneumon wasp, the orange species that we see so often. That we have seen a few times. Just moved up here now. Lesser maple spanworm. Green marble. Ooh, this must be a silver spotted fern moth that just came in here. It's unusual to see one with its wings open like this, but that's what it is, a silver spotted fern moth. Take a look over on the shingles here. A pug moth there of some kind. An angle moth. Here's our tufted bird dropping moth. It's becoming pretty common. And another green marble over here. Another green marble over here. Take a look around the other side here. The fish fly. Rotundidia. Yeah, that's a brother moth. This, I think this is what I've called zigzag herpetogramma before, although I'm not 100% sure of that. There are a few species that are quite similar to this. Laurel Sphinx has moved up here, or we have a second one. Some kind of an arches. I don't think this is the Atlantic, not the Atlantic arches. Something closely related. I'll have to look that one up. Overexposed. This here is an overexposed tufted thyatira. It's also very worn. Oh, I guess there are two laurel sphinx moths, because this one is thyatirid, T-I-R-I-D at the end. T-I-R-I-D. Thyatirid, that's it, Alyssa. This is a new one for us down here. It's a close relative to the chocolate prominent in the same genus, but this one's called Angulose prominent. And it's spelled A-N-G-U-L-O-S-E. Excuse me, Angulose prominent. This one's kind of scarce. I only see a couple every year. Angulose prominent, that's it. Ginger. Perfect. Very furry. Like a good teddy bear. Laurel sphinx and some kind of an angle moth. And that's a banded tussock moth at the top. Black zigzag. Rotund idia. Oh. Anyway, getting back to this one, we looked at it a few minutes ago and we got distracted by this big guy here. This one is kind of worn and missing. It's called the curved halter moth. Curved halter moth. That's it, Alyssa. Ginger, perfect. Not sure where that name came from. It may have something to do with the caterpillar. Hopefully we'll see some fresh ones. American dagger, I believe. Banded tussock moth. Alyssa, I don't know if you had a chance to look up cloudy arches, stormy arches, but I think that's what it is, either stormy or cloudy. They're two different species. That looks right for stormy, I guess. Okay, good, thanks. Nice gray spruce looper small grass veneer, the small whitish one to the right of the looper. Small white grass veneer. And that was a topiary grass veneer that just flew off. Here's our lesser maple spanworm again. I hear a warbler going overhead. Fall migration for warblers starts amazingly early, and it's already underway. They migrate at night, and they make these chip notes when they're flying at night. That was that attractive insect was a caddisfly that we saw once before. It's called, I think it's called ornate caddisfly. Oh, sorry. Somebody flew into my mouth. Yeah, Mary, you saw the lobster there. I didn't mention it, but there was a clear wing. There's this ornate caddisfly again. It's really amazingly patterned for a caddisfly. He's back. God. This is bent-line owlet, and he's gone. They always fly. For some reason, they don't like the lights. Bent-line owlet. That's it, Ginger. There is topiary grass veneer. And some kind of a crambid on the right. I don't know what species it is. There's another grass veneer over here. I think this is a double-lined grass veneer. There's our lobster moth. Let me just look around here for a second. Banded tussock fish fly, caddisfly down here of some kind. That's a nice micro moth. Can't remember the name of it, but it's in a genus of micro moths that we haven't seen previously. That moth in back there on the shingle is white Ulithis that we saw last night or a couple of nights ago. Eulithis. We had I don't know if any of you remember, last night we had a very large, pale, very pale, almost white moth with a dark line running through about 2/3 of the way out the wing, a dark line running from one side to the other. And I didn't know what it was. I wasn't sure. I think I might have sent Alyssa online looking for something. But anyway, she came up with the name Confused Eusarca, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you remember, Alyssa. Confused Eusarca, Eusarca, I think it was. Anyway, I was looking into that this evening, and that's exactly what it was. Confused Eusarca, and I had never seen one before. So, thank you, Alyssa. I don't know how on earth you found that. But thank you for the lifer last night. Confused Eusarca. Does that ring any bells? Got my wires are all wrapped around the lamp here. So I'm holding an iPad with a big ring light duct taped to it. The ring light's providing most of the lighting, although there's a lamp right here, 100-watt light bulb. I'll show you what it looks like with the ring light turned off here. I'll turn it off for a second. I'll find something to look at here. Okay, that's a brother moth with the ring light. That's a brother moth without the ring light. Still a fair amount of light, but you always get a lot of shadows if you're just using a light bulb, one light source. So a ring light is great because I position the lens, the small tiny lens of the iPad is kind of centered in the middle of the ring light. The ring light is like it's like a big, thin donut with a huge hole in the middle. Oh, here's a maple looper moth. Oh, it's gone. Maple looper. I believe we saw one a couple of nights ago. But anyway, the ring light is battery powered, so I have it wired to a battery pack in my pocket, and the iPad I have it plugged into the battery pack as well. So I have two wires, one wire here, one wire there, and I'm constantly getting them wrapped around the lamp or the lamp post here. Anyway, that's all you need to do a live stream. An iPad or an iPhone. And a ring light. And you can buy just a clip-on ring light for your phone at, at the dollar store for like $4. This one I have is larger. One for the iPad. It's about $12 or $15, something like that. Muffled again. Gosh, I have no idea what's causing that because I'm not holding my hand anywhere in particular. So I have to believe it's a problem with the the network, the connection, or it's good now. Okay, I don't think I have my head turned, but you never know. So let me know as soon as it gets muffled again, or the lighting isn't good, or the signal is not good. Here's Julia's. Julia's condo. I don't remember the name. It's got a big, long, complicated second part to the name, which is the genus. This is lily pad, Julia's Dicymalomia. Thank you, Alyssa. I don't know how you pulled it up so fast. Tell me you've got it written down somewhere. Oh. So that was lily pad borer that just flew off there, got chased off. She has a great memory, I guess so. Yeah, it was driving us nuts one night trying to figure it out. All I could remember was that the first part of the name was a lady's name, but I couldn't even remember what it was. We make a good team. Here's a peppered moth. Pretty distinctive shape, peppered moths. Always hold their wings out like this, showing most of their hind wings. They have long, pointed forewings. The only moth I see regularly that's shaped like this is the oak beauty that we've seen a few times. Pigeon bug. Here's a poplar borer, longhorn beetle. A banded tussock moth. And a lesser maple spanworm. Nice trio. So poplar borer on the left in the longhorn beetle family. Banded tussock moth on the right. And lesser maple spanworm at the bottom. Yeah, I think you're right. The antennae are a little bit longer than the body is. I'm kind of tempted to fold one back, but I won't. Let's see how far back it goes. Wasp. Two lesser maple spanworms. Here's a peppered moth down here. Warbler calling. That's our curved halter moth that's moved over to this side of the sheet now. You see it is missing a little bit of its left wing. That must be the gray spruce looper. Virginia tenucid moth. There's a couple of ugly nest caterpillar moths. Moth. Well, I thought there'd be some more new ones tonight. Seems like a really good night. Gray spruce looper. Another blackbird's egg that's getting ready to fly. Oh, there's a haplocene. I think this is the lettered haplocene. Lesser maple spanworm. Anybody remember the name of this one? Let me zoom in a bit. If I can hold it still. A very, very attractive moth. We've seen it a few times. This one's called the finned willow prominent. Finned willow prominent. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There's our confused haploa. Still overexposed. I'm going to have to look this one up. I'm not so sure this is, what were we calling it? Zigzag herpetogramma. I'll need to check this one out further. Oh, here's a nice elegant prominent, one of my favorite. Elegant prominent moth. Sorry, Alyssa, did I miss something there? Okay, on the herpetogramma. I think it's probably something closely related to the zigzag herpetogramma, but I don't think that's what it is. Zigzag herpetogramma is larger than that. Elegant prominent. Nice combination of words. Our laurel sphinx. That's have big eyes. I was just thinking the same thing. There's the other one up here. Sorry, I've got a moth inside my glasses and it's blocking my view. Okay. Here's a two-lined hook tip. Two-lined hook tip. Oh, he's gone. I'm not sure what this is. I saw this last night after the stream was over. It's a carpet moth of some kind. Could be something common that's just very badly faded. Or it could be a different species. Here's the Microphorus surinamensis. You can see the little yellow spots near the tip of the elytra. Just a row of like 3 yellowish, brownish yellow, orangish yellow spots. These are in a group of beetles called sexton beetles, S-E-X-T-O-N. And most of the sexton beetles we have here have orange, some kind of orange patterning on their wing, on their elytra, usually big orange spots. Right. And we'll do another sweep over here. Two-lined hook tip. Just flew in. Chocolate prominence with a lobster just above it. Ugly nest caterpillar moth below it. It's a green lacewing. Little leaf hopper down below the lacewing. Sorry. Not sure what that was. What is this? Oh, looks like the hook tip, a two-line hook tip. Yeah. It's a Bentonline owlet there. Everything's overexposed here. It's a powdered bigwing. Green marble. white eulythus. Nicely marked one. So I'm missing conversation about food or about the taste of moths. I'm not sure what those chocolate prominents taste like. Large looper. Yeah, they do. Green leuconicta and the green marble look. I actually have some mint chocolate ice cream in the house. It's our habracine again, lettered habracine. Some kind of a caddisfly running away. Here's one we saw last night, first time. Okay, sorry we disconnected there, but I guess that was a sign that we're getting close to midnight. And I don't seem to see anything else new coming in. It's our white eulythus once again. All right, nothing spectacular tonight. We'll just say that the pleasure is deferred. Question from Ginger. What was it? Sorry. What was the lifer? I cut out on the name of the last one. Gosh. Not sure. I'm not sure what I looked at last, I'm sorry. Oh, last night's lifer. Well, the one that Alyssa found for me was confused Eusarca. Confused Eusarca, E-U-S-A-R-C-A. Hi, Christiana. Confused Eusarca. What else did I have last night? Oh, I had another lifer. After the stream ended, I photographed a nice big fuzzy moth called the mottled prominent. And I was hoping it would come back tonight for you to see, but it hasn't. So we'll another time. Eusarca. Mottled prominent ginger, like mottled, spotted, mottled. Sorry, I'm probably still sounding muffled. I don't really know where the microphone openings are on the iPad, but I'm holding it the same way I do every night, so I'm not sure what the problem is with the voice. Is it better again? Mottled, M-O-T-T-L-E-D. Ginger's is on the bottom. There's a speaker. There's 3 holes for a speaker on the bottom. Anyway, I'll find out where the microphone openings are on this iPad and make sure I don't put my hand there anymore. So, Christiana, sorry, but we've all got to run off now because it's past midnight and we have our curfew here. Not really, I'm just kidding. But thanks everyone for tuning in again. And please hit the like button if you haven't already done so. And we'll see you soon. Thanks for the great typing, Ginger and Alyssa. Mary, thank you for being here very much. I appreciate it. Chloe and JB, many thanks to you. Dan, I don't know if Dan is still here. Kim, glad to hear you're feeling better, Kim. Thanks for being here. Mary, I don't know whether I said good night to you or not, but good night and thanks. Ryan, if you're there, thank you very much. We'll see you all again soon. Hopefully I'll be streaming again tomorrow night for the moth stream, and planning to stream during the day. So we'll see you sometime soon. Bye-bye.